Greetings, YouTube viewers. Today, I'm riding a Kawasaki Z H2 or Z H2 Special Edition with my little Mike Kitty 7 keychain thing. There we go. I'm in full power mode, traction control level 2, and the suspension, the electronic suspension is set to soft. I have half a tank of gas. Time to go. Today is the first day that I'm actually wearing my leather jacket. Hard to believe. It's only October, what, 10th, 11th? So today I'd like to talk about a couple of things. One is a reply to, or response to, Bodine 52 on road rage, and then the other one is to Road Reality, talking about pain, and also the heel toe shifter on the Harley. So let's start off with road rage. I've done this topic before. Ooh, get in front of this truck. When I was younger, I had a lot of problems with road rage. Several confrontations that almost led to fights. It wasn't pretty at all. Kind of shameful, really. I had a really bad temper when I was younger, in part because I guess I was raised, seeing a lot of violence and brutality. They say that violence is not inherited, it's learned, and so I guess I learned it. To this day, I still have to kind of control myself, especially if I perceive something as bullying behavior. And the big moment for me that changed everything was the day that I got pit maneuvered by a guy. And the car was sideways to traffic on a highway where 2 lanes went to 1. I did a video on it. I'll try to find it and put it in the description. I hope you guys can see anything, because right now I can't see anything. It's so foggy that everything is wet, including me. So I ended up getting hit by the car physically And then I was on the hood of the car, going down the breakdown lane with this maniac trying to kill me. Ended up in a big court battle that lasted a few years. Just went over some roadkill. Oopsie. And the stress of the whole thing kind of short-circuited my system, my brain. And I started getting ragey all the time. And normally, if I felt that way, I would go in the forest and chop wood or break branches or something. And that would calm me down. But this one particular time, it was so bad that after breaking the branches, I was more angry. And I knew that I was going to be a danger to others. So I went to my doctor and I told him that I was having these problems, and he diagnosed me as having generalized anxiety disorder and put me on Lexapro at the time. And I'll never forget the day that I banged my head while on Lexapro. I was in the kitchen and I had a cabinet open and I bent down to do something in the dishwasher, and I got up and I banged my head right on the pointy part of the cabinet that was still open. And rather than smash the cabinet, I just stood there, not angry at all, rubbing my head going, ow. And that's when I realized, oh, brain chemistry. I was much happier. So I've been on stuff ever since, and it really has helped a great deal. I've had moments, I had, you know, medicine issues that caused me to have to change from one to another. I'm on my third different kind of medicine now. So I stopped the Lexapro, I got on Cymbalta. I stopped the Cymbalta, and now for several years now I've been on Zoloft. And I don't mind telling you about it. It doesn't bother me at all. There used to be, there may still be for some, a stigma attached to taking these kinds of medicines, but I don't care. I mean, my life has been greatly improved by being on this stuff. And I don't ever want to go back to not being on it, because before I was a rageaholic asshole. I was very unhappy. So, there's that. Anyway, on the bike especially, I would get road ragey because, like Bodine said, I feel like somebody is literally messing with my life. Hang on a sec here, folks. I'm just having a little bit of fun. Gotta be extra careful over here because there's all kinds of schmutz in the road. And the road is wet. When I was on my Road King, I used to go into Raleigh every day because I had a job up there, and a lot of road rage happened up there. That's where I learned not to go faster than the traffic conditions, because people expect a certain speed and they see you coming and they think you're going to be going at a certain speed and they can't tell that you're going faster, and so they pull out in front of you. So I've seen a lot of that if I'm going too fast for the conditions. So, you know, I've just learned. I'm much, much better about things now, although I cannot guarantee that I won't have another bad day. I just hope that I never do like I used to. My father was terrible, my God. he would pull them out of their cars and beat them. And then he would stomp on their roof and their hood, and oh, he was bad. Not I. And I think carrying a firearm with me most of the time has really made me a much calmer, safer, less reactive kind of a moto person. Car driver, motorcycle rider. Because, you know, if you have any kind of incident, like a road rage kind of thing, if somebody cuts you off and then you beep at them, or you cut them off, or tailgate them or something, if then that leads somehow to you having to pull out your gun to defend your life, you're going to jail because you escalated. So that's another thing that mitigates my road rage, and I'm glad for it. I really am. I do not want to be a violent, angry person. There really is no place for that in the modern world. Plus, I'm 51. I'm out of shape. I have no business getting into any kind of physical confrontations with anybody anyway. So, as you can see, I'm being a very good boy today. Okay, the next thing I'd like to talk about is pain. Road Reality did a video recently where he talked about how his left foot, he can't really raise it to do the toe up shift thing, so he uses the heel shifter now. And I gotta say, when I first switched over from my 2003 Softail Standard with the SNS kit on it to the Road King Classic that I got in 2006, I really took to that heel shifter like a duck to water. I mean, it was just natural for me. I got so good that I could actually find neutral just by using my heel. Look at how slow I'm going down this. You have got to be impressed with me today. Now the pain issue that Road Reality was talking about, sorry, I meant to say that first, not the heel toe shifter thing, but I broke my leg in 2010, November 1st, 2010. I was on my Road King at my job up in Raleigh, and I was getting ready for what we called at the time the Polar Bear Challenge. If you go and look at my videos, look up Mike Haley 7 Polar Bear Challenge, you'll see a lot of the videos I made for that, both promo videos and actual part of the challenge. Anybody coming? Yep, someone's coming. Hard to see over that fence. And I don't want to get too far out, because if someone turns left in front of me, that's not good. So, foggy glasses. Okay, can I go? Can I go? Can I go? I think I can go. Yes, I can go. So, I was practicing for the Polar Bear Challenge that year, and I was leaving the parking lot, and it was a new lot that I hadn't been in before. It was paved, but it had a lot of broken pavement and sand, and it was 9:30 at night. I had a tire that was barely scuffed in, about 65 miles on it, a rear tire. So it was cold, stiff, not very well scuffed in, and I leaned too aggressively in the parking lot. I was only doing like 20, 25, and when I leaned, the bike just went completely over. Bam! It felt like somebody had shoved me over, and as the bike was skidding across the ground in circles, I just stayed with it. I figured I'll just ride this out. Stupid idea. My leg got stuck between the ground and the bike, and a twist fracture resulted, and I broke my tibia and my fibula on my right leg. I had to have internal fixation, as they call it. So I had a rod stuck inside my tibia, and I had a bunch of screws, one big long screw in my fibula going up. A year later I had the screws removed, but the rod is still in there, and I have had terrible pain ever since. I can barely walk a mile. I can force myself to walk a couple of miles. And I did all the PT and all that, went to the gym and da-da-da-da. It just never healed right. I don't know why I have this pain all the time, and it's just the whole leg from the, not the knee, but just below the knee all the way down to the top of my ankle. Just useless pain, pain, pain. But I still persist, you know. And I ride, obviously. Do people rev these bikes? Let me try. Wake tag faculty. So, road reality, I know what you mean when you talk about pain. I definitely understand your feelings on that, because I have lived with it for many years. And I don't really have any advice for you, except to say, just, you know, keep on keeping on. That's all you can do. You got to push through it. And I have other pain as well from another condition. And that's sheer nightmare agony, multiple times per day. It's just horrible. But I persist. I keep going. What else are you going to do? You got to take the good in life. You know, you have to focus on the good, not the bad. And this is damn good right here. Look at this. Look at this bike. Isn't this gorgeous? At first I didn't like this neon green thing, the Kawasaki standard color. But it's growing on me. It really is. I mean, I had the bike now, what, 7 months? 6 or 7 months. So the more I see it, the more I love it. This bike just looks badass. I think the cloudiness, raininess is abating. That's good. I see myself getting through this without getting too wet now. Thank goodness. I would have taken the Honda, but I've just cleaned the Honda, and I don't want to get it all dirty again. And it was a risky day for rain, even though Apple said no rain. AccuWeather said rain. So I said, oh, screw it, let me take this bike. I hadn't taken this in a while, and so here I am. Set my cruise control here, just relax a little bit. There you go, now you can see the bike nicely. Anyway, so I think I've bothered you enough. I'm going to go through this slow period here with the red light, listen to me, the stop sign. So I'm going to let you go. Thank you for watching. Stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you later.